Multiple flags. You count their 10 and our 1.
Shows 9-0 on the screen, but we're 10-0 on the season. And the Humboldt Cubs, they are 8-2. I'm Mike Stahlbomber. I'll be calling the game for you here this evening. We got John Howard with us again. Welcome, John.
Glad to be here.
As always, Caleb Brittenauer with production work, and Billy O. He's running our camera again. So we got the whole team here, and it's a nice evening. It's just a little cold is all. I would say it's probably at freezing mark or just a little below. There's the Thunder coming out onto the field, and they are in their white uniforms, and Humboldt is in their orange tops, black bottoms. And they will have the coin toss here in just a moment. The Thunder advancing to this sectional game by defeating Pleasant Ridge in the opening playoff game by a score of 74-6. And then they took on Rossville in the regional game and getting a 36-13 win there over the Bulldogs. Humboldt has advanced to the this game by defeating Cherryvale. I think it looks like it's 59-13 in the Week 9 game, the opening game of the playoffs, and they defeated Osage City at Osage City by a score of 26-21, a 5-point differential there. Osage City falling to the Humboldt Cubs. The Cubs lost Osage City in district play earlier in the season, and the Cubs avenging that loss last week and advancing here to the sectional game against Nemaha Central. There at midfield, the coin toss taking place. And we'll see the home visiting team will call it. It looks like Nemaha Central won the toss, and I bet they are deferring to the second half, as they usually do. We'll get the official indication here in just a moment.
How's that boy doing?
So Nemaha Central will defend the north end zone, Humboldt the south end zone. The Thunder won the toss and are deferring to the second half. And looks like the Cubs have elected to receive. So we'll get this game underway here in just a few moments. Also in Class 2A, sectional playoff games, we have Canny Valley. They are 8-2. They are taking on Sabetha, who is also 8-2. The winner of that contest will take on the winner of this game between Nemaha Central and Humboldt. The other four teams playing, Southeast of Saline is playing in Gypsum, Kansas against Hoisington. Southeast Saline 10-0 on the season, Hoisington 8-2. And the other game will be between Kingman, who is also undefeated on the season, 10-0. They are playing at Beloit against the Beloit Trojans, who are 8-2 as well. Sub-state games will be played next week on Friday, November 18th. If Nemaha Central wins this game, they will have a sub-state home game, regardless of the winner between Canny Valley and Sabetha. But they got to take care of things here first to get the win and advance into the playoffs. Nice, beautiful facility that the Humboldt Cubs have here, the turf field. I was talking to a relative from down here, and she said this field's been in place for about 8 years, I think. Is what they say.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's a nice facility and a nice set of bleachers stand up here. They didn't have room for us in the press box, but that's why we're out here in the cold. But we have dressed warm, so if you hear our teeth chattering a little, that'd be why. But I think we'll be fine.
Number 15, Cole Mathis. Number 14, Dakota
Kicking
Sloan.
off for Nemaha Central is number 61, Connor Dieters, nicknamed Mongo, and back to receive. I think is number 15 and number. Can't quite tell, the other number is 34 maybe for the Cubs. Kicking off from the 40-yard line, this game is now underway. Nice kickoff. Be fielded about the 5, coming right up the middle of the field. She has a couple arm tackles. And then swarmed over by Jake Hunley and Mongo. And number 6 for Nemaha Central.
He's tackled by number 1, Jake Hundley.
That was Carter Hike. So the Cubs will start off with the ball on their own 29-yard line.
Nice run. Was able to spin through a few defenders and get a nice return out of that.
2 receivers, both sides of the field. Running play up the middle and stuffed immediately. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage. That was Trey Summers, the quarterback, taking the snap.
Ball carriers number 34, Trey Summers.
No gain on the play.
Yeah, they're just testing that defensive line right now, and just they weren't giving it all on that one.
So Trey Summers, their quarterback in the backfield. Also number 15, that's Cole Mathis. Takes the hand, they'll fake the handoff up the middle. Is Summers. Was there a fumble or not? No. I thought I heard the ball
it
being
sounded
hollered by
like
several players.
It did sound like that.
They'll move the ball to about the 33-yard line. Gain of 4, Holden Bass on the stop.
5 yards on the play, brings up 3rd and 5.
Third down and 6 for the Cubs. Another run here to the near side. It's going to be a first down, and he picks it up all the way to the Cub 44-yard line. Gain of 11 on the play. Moves the chains.
Quarterback Trey Summers is looks like a really good runner. He's quick, and he's got a lot of agility. The Thunder defense is going to have to find an answer to stop him.
Humboldt primarily a running team. They send a man in motion. Handoff up the middle. And ball's advanced to about the 48-yard line, gain of 4.
Good for 4. He's tackled by number 75, Holden Bass.
Bass with the stop.
Bring up 2nd and 6 for the Cubs.
Second down for Humboldt.
The Cubs haven't been no big plays yet, but just kind of.
It's pretty much right up the middle. They bounced the one to the outside for the 11-yard run.
Kind of marching down the field right now.
Summers takes the handoff, gives it. Nice hit and stop by number 8, Cooper Hike. Cooper Hike was had a bit of an injury in the last game, but he is back on the field. Soft cast, looks like he's got him playing.
3rd and 3 for the Cubs. 49-yard line.
Move the ball to the Thunder 49-yard line. Gain of 3. Third down and 3 for the Cubs. Man in motion. Now it's going to be big stop. There is Holden Bass meeting him at the line. Actually drops him at the 50-yard line. Loss of 1 on the play.
A little bit of a high snap, so he had to take him an extra second to bring that down, and that's all that Bass needed to get through the line and make a quick tackle.
Now it's 4th down for Humboldt. It looks like they're going to go for it here on 4th down, right at midfield. Either that or they'll do a swift kick. 2 receivers far, 2 to the near. Thunder do not send anybody back to receive it. Now they're going to thrown into the middle, almost picked off, and it would have been open field in front of Aiden Brocksterman. Possibly there was one man out there on the side that could have got him, but incomplete pass, and that turns it over on downs to Nemaha Central.
I thought maybe they would kick it in this early in the game and halfway in the field. I thought maybe they would not go for it on 4th down, so I'm not sure if they just realize it's going to be a close game and they got to go for it every time, or maybe they don't have a punter they thought could get them back where they needed to be.
So Thunder will start right at midfield. Good field position to start their first drive. Single receivers both sides of the field. Braden hands off to Cooper Hike right up the middle. Bowls his way forward down to the Humboldt 45-yard line.
Tackles made by number 34.
Gain of 5 on the play.
Number 8. Cooper Hike with the carry.
Jeremy Stahlbommer has requested we draw the first down line on the screen so you can see where it's at. But we're working on that technology. Maybe next year we'll have a first down line out there for you.
We need some donations. Tell them we need some donations. There's a handoff again to Cooper Hike into the middle. Hit, bounces off a tackler, and he should pick up the first down. He's at the 40-yard line. That will move the sticks.
Number 8, Cooper Hike on the carry again. Good enough for a first down.
Looks like Cooper Hike's adjusting a little bit how he holds the ball.
Contact made by number 14, Dakota Slip.
This time he had the ball in the left hand and kind of protected it with the right. It's going to be a little different for him running that way, but he had a good run there.
2 receivers near, one to the far, Hike. They'll send Leonard in motion. Hand off Leonard, jet sweep to the far side. And he's going to get to the corner, trying to get around the edge. He's going to be dragged out of bounds after a nice gain down to the Humboldt 31-yard line.
Number 27.
Had some blockers ahead of him, but just the play wasn't developing quite fast enough, and he had some defenders on his tail, and he wasn't able to quite get the blocks fast enough to get him broke loose and upfield. But still a nice carry for 8 yards, 9 yards.
2nd down and 1. 2 receivers near. One to the far. Handoff Hike into the middle. Tries a sidestep. Spins around one. Picks up the first down. And now King tackled and brought down inside the 25-yard line.
Hike on the carry.
Nice little spin move there right off the bat. I think he might have broke someone's fingers. They had a hold of him, and he was able to spin right out of that grip and get the first down.
Gain of 7 on the play to move the chains. And another fresh set of downs. Let's see, 1st and 10 for the Thunder at the Humboldt 24-yard line. Be a lot of rushing yards here tonight, I assume. There won't be much passing between these two teams. If there is, we might primarily see it from the Thunder. And now we've got a false start penalty I think is going to go against Nemaha Central. Offsides against the Humboldt. Lined up in the neutral zone or just at the nose of the ball. So these officials have microphones or have a way to communicate with one another without having run over to talk to one another. But there is a 5-yard penalty on that play. It brings it down inside the 19 for Nemaha Central. Now into the red zone. The first penalty of the game called here against Humboldt. First and 5 for the Thunder at the 19. Pass flung out to Cooper Hike on the edge. He's going to get gang tackled. He's only going to pick up a couple yards. And moves the ball to about the, looks like it's just going to get to the 18, maybe a yard on the play.
Good job by the defense. Hike was kind of open out there when he caught that pass, but the defense reacted very quickly and really swarmed on him, letting him able to get more than just a yard.
Ball at the 23-yard line. Or excuse me, not the 23. Down at the 18. Handoff Hike, met in the backfield, push back, tries to spin out of it, does. But it will still lose yards on the play. Good defense by Humboldt.
Yeah, nice job stopping him right off the snap there, but I thought he was going to be able to roll. He rolled out of there and still moving. Good job by the officials not blowing that dead. And I thought he was going to get his feet underneath him and get some positive yards, but looks like that had a loss of about half a yard or so.
Back to the 21-yard line. Actually, a loss of about 3 on the play. Could have been worse after he was able to spin out of that. So 3rd down. This will be 4-down territory. Passing down the middle. Caught.
Wide open.
It's a completed touchdown, Nemaha Central. Pass caught by Gavin Kane with the reception.
For the touchdown.
A little indecision maybe there by the officiating staff, but great catch. Able to keep a hold of it and get our first touchdown.
First touchdown of the game comes to Nemaha Central. 4:43 to go here in the first quarter.
Going to that swinging gate again.
Snap it over to Leonard, and he runs it in for 2, and it's good. Boy, that was a high snap.
Yeah, I didn't think he was going to bring it down.
Wade Leonard.
but the line cleared out a path for him, and he was able to run it in for from 3 yards out, and Nemaha Central leads 8-0 on the Humboldt Cubs. 4:43 to go here, first quarter. You're watching SCTV. We will be right back.
S&S Automotive and Towing in Seneca is your locally owned and operated full-service automotive shop. Experience the family-like atmosphere and state-of-the-art service department, including digital inspections and text-to-pay. We know your time is valuable, so we offer pickup and delivery services. We service all makes and models and provide fast and honest service at a fair price. S&S Automotive and Towing Incorporated has been servicing Nemaha County for over 20 years. Visit us online or call us today.
The Thunder, number 61.
Welcome back. You're watching SCTV. Nemaha Central getting their first score in the game, coming on their first possession. They had the short field, starting at their own 50. That play, that drive, covering 50 yards in 8 plays. And Thunder lead 8-0 with a 2-point conversion.
That 2-point conversion out of that swinging gate, that was one of the more difficult options you have out of the swinging gate, and they haven't tried that one a lot, but had success there for sure.
Connor Dieters with the kickoff. Nice drive down the field. Goes back through into the end zone. He touched it. And they're going to call a touchback. And as it goes into the end zone, I guess, if it's on the ground, they touch it, that's an automatic touchback. No return out of there. They will spot the ball down at the 20-yard line.
It's got to be this light air. Dieters has really got his foot underneath those kicks tonight. The first one was nearly a touchback, and this one was.
Sorry, the 20.
And they had a really nice return on that first kickoff return, so maybe not letting them get an opportunity is probably the best way that could have went.
Yeah. So 1st and 10 for Humboldt, starting at their own 20-yard line. Summers takes a snap, hand off to number 15. He's caught in the backfield and goes down at the 19. Are they going to give him forward progress? They're going to give forward progress to the 20, so no gain on the play.
At the line of scrimmage by number 75, Holden Bass.
Again, Holden Bass on the stop. Holden Bass, Connor Dieters, and I believe that's number 76, Abe Hilbert on the front line there for the Thunder. They're going to jet sweep it here to the near side. Number 14 with the carry. And hit and goes down to the 27-yard line. Nice gain on the play for
Slocum on the carry.
For the Cubs. Gain of 7.
He's tackled by number 1, Jake Hunley, and number 9, Blake Stahlbaumer.
Dakota Slocum with the carry.
Brings up 3rd and 3 for the Cubs.
Third down and 3 for Humboldt. 2 receivers both sides of the field. Up the middle. And I don't think he's going to get it.
No,
he gets stuffed.
Stuffed by that defensive line.
He will get to the 27-yard line, it looks like. Back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Looks like Holden Bass maybe led the assault on that tackle.
Of the Nemaha Thunder.
The announcer here in the stadium just said the Thunder defense because there's just too many to be able to count who made that tackle.
Looks like number 34, Trey Slocum Summers punts as well. High snap's going to go back to the back of the end zone. And he's going to lose it. And it's going to be a safety. It is a safety. He couldn't get out of the end zone with it. And Nemaha Central picks up another 2 points. And it's 10-0. Nemaha Central will be a free kick from the 20-yard line for the Cubs.
The defense need to break out of that just a little, or the receiving team need to get free just a little bit faster, and they might have been able to land on that in the end zone. But as it is a touchback.
So we'll take a quick short break, and we'll be right back.
Buying a new vehicle doesn't have to be stressful. Just ask any of our customers.
Wow, that was easy.
Our inventory keeps growing because of our great deals and friendly service. We invite you to come to Nemaha Valley Motors in Seneca, where we have the latest new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks for the farmer and all of us. Did you say sports cars? Oh yeah, we have those too.
Come see us. It's like a car show every day.
Experience the difference at Nemaha Valley Motors in Seneca.
So Nemaha Central gets a safety on Humboldt on a bad snap to the punter over his head and into the end zone. And who was back there?
I think it was Mongo that nearly landed in the end zone for a touchdown.
Nearly getting the touchdown, but the punter able to pull it in, but he was laying in the end zone. So a safety. Free kick from the 20. Looks like it's going to be caught at about the 44. And he'll go down at about the 48 yard line. Forward progress to the 48.
You don't see a lot of safeties often, but after safety, the team who got the safety scored against them has the opportunity for a free kick. And a free kick is they can kick the ball from the 20-yard line however they want. They can they could punt it, they can put it on the tee, kind of whatever kind of kick they prefer.
Yep. So again, Nemaha Central starting with good field position at the Humboldt 48-yard line. They started their last drive at midfield at the 50. 2:36 here in the first quarter. And Thunder with their second possession of the game. Up pass, hands off to Cooper Hike. Room to run, starts to cut back into the middle, and gang tackled. He'll go down right near the first down marker.
Connor Hike on the carry.
That should move the chains, I'll bet.
Initial contact by number 15, Cole Mathis.
Nice.
That does move the chains.
Nice run. You can really see that with that arm, that ball in the other arm, he's just trying to get that running style down, but doing very good at it right now.
Snap, handoff, Cooper Hike, and nice defense by the Cubs.
They got him by his cleats, and then a couple defenders came up to help finish him off. Loss of 2 on the play.
For the Thunder.
Ball set down at the 40-yard line. Be second down and 12. Handoff goes to Wade Leonard. Jet sweep here to the near side. He's going to get the corner, and he's going to get drugged down from behind. That could almost be he got caught on the jersey. I don't know if he.
Wade Leonard on the carry.
Leonard was shifting gears and headed upfield and just couldn't quite get that next gear and got caught from behind.
For the Thunder.
They moved the ball to the 26. 14-yard gain on the play. And it's 1st and 10, Nemaha Central. Handoff Cooper Hike. He's going to go to that far side. Slows it up. And then goes down at about the 23-yard line.
Hike had blockers ahead of him there, but wasn't able to quite get there before the blocks kind of broke down, and they were able to stop him for only a gain of 4.
Going to be second down, I think about 7 is what it looks like. 2 receivers far side, 1 in the near. Handoff again into the middle. Maybe a gain of a yard is all on the play.
Number 8, Cooper Hike on the carry.
They'll move the ball or set the ball down at the 22, gain of a yard.
56, Garen Goodner.
It will now be 3rd down and 6 for the Thunder. 3 receivers here to the near side. A pass, takes a snap. He's going to roll out here to the near side, looking to throw. Now he's going to tuck it and run. He's going to get up outside the 20. Boy, he brought him down out of bounds. That almost could have been a roughing.
Yeah, a little
penalty.
late hit possibly.
Knocked out of bounds by number 15, Cole Mathis.
They'll move the ball down to the
Bring up 4th down
19.
and 3 for the Thunder.
It looks like that's going to end the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Nemaha Central leading 10-0 on
will
the
end
Humboldt
the first
Cubs with
quarter.
a touchdown and a safety.
Central
And they
8,
now have the ball
Humboldt 0.
inside the 20. However, it's 4th down
Nemaha Central 10,
and about 2 or 3 yards. We'll take a quick
Humboldt
break.
0.
We'll be back with the second quarter.
As a cooperative, Ag Partners has deep ties to each community we call home. Our employees have worked, lived, and volunteered alongside generations of patrons in these rural areas, building relationships through years of trust. Looking ahead at the ever-changing world and ag industry, we look forward to working and growing together to help feed the world. Ag Partners, partnering for the future.
Welcome back. Jeremy Stahlbaumer just texted me, and he also, if we're going to do a line so you can see on the camera where the first down is, he said let's just add instant replay in there too. So if we do that, we're probably going to need an extra hand to help us with the instant replay. So I think Jeremy already signed up for it.
I think might have just volunteered for that. And you know what? Our system is potentially capable of doing that we have now. So I'd like to be able to get to that someday, but it also takes another set of hands and a kind of a network kind of thing to do, and it would be neat to be able to do that. There's a lot of new capabilities in the software we have to do stuff, and almost to the point where we can even go down on the field and do some sideline interview kind of things if we wanted to, different things like that. Just need
Possibly
more bodies.
Some drone footage for you, but we're gonna have to get a drone on the budget as well.
Yeah.
Gonna have to get my license to fly it.
All right, here we go. 4th down and about short 3 for Nemaha Central inside the 20. Cubs needing to get a stop. Thunder looking to advance, continue their drive. They're going to swing it out here to the near side. They're going to cut it upfield. He's going to get the first down. Really room to run. Now bounces the outside inside the 10. Goes out of bounds at the 8. And there will be a flag on Humboldt on the late hit. Called on throwing him down to the ground. That was number 17, Sam Hull.
Good call by the officials. There was almost one over here before the end of the quarter, but that was clearly out of bounds when he brought him down. But good sportsmanship. After it was done, I think number 17 felt awful a little bit about it, and he apologized. You could see him go up and apologize to
that was.
So that was at least very respectable that he was able to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And sometimes I get it in the heat of the game, things happen, and in a second later, you're like, I shouldn't have done that.
Ball moved down to just inside the 5. So that's about a 3-yard penalty for the Cubs on that late hit, or however you want to call it, unnecessary roughness. So now the ball sitting at about the 5. They're going to pitch it back to Gavin Kane. He's going to get to the outside, cuts it in, touchdown.
Nice.
Nemaha Central, Gavin Kane from 5 yards out.
Great job by the line. They had all the blocks made, and Kane was just able to kind of high step into the end zone.
42 yards on that was covering that series of plays. 8 plays, 42 yards, and now the extra point or 2-point conversion looks like they're going for 2. 11:47 here on the clock, second quarter.
Back to the swinging gate. Had success on that first touchdown.
They swing it over to Leonard. Now he's just going to lay it down. It was a bad snap. He slapped it all over behind him. I tell you what, if he'd have had it right to him,
he had some room to run. Absolutely.
Yeah, they were overpowered on that line. So the 2-point conversion, no good, but Nemaha Central leading 16-0 on the Humboldt Cubs here with 11:47 to go in the second quarter. You're watching SCTV. We'll be right back.
Sailor Insurance has been serving our customers in the Midwest for over 90 years. At Sailor Insurance, we value every family story as we help protect their dreams and their future. Our goal is to make sure that you have the right insurance coverage to protect your family, home, farm, and business so you can focus on what truly matters. Learn more about what we can do for you at SailorInsurance.com.
Welcome back. with NC not able to connect on that 2-point conversion, makes the score 16-0 with 11:47 left in the first half.
Thunder will be kicking off Mongo. Connor Dieters, a.k.a. Connor Dieters.
Yeah.
From their own 40, kicking into the wind.
Into the wind this time. We'll see how the light air helps them.
Nice kick into the wind. This one held up a little, fielded at about the 12. Summers with the return and brought down by number 1, Jake Hunley. And the Cubs will have it. First and 10 at their own 30-yard line. That's number 15, Cole Mathis, with the return.
Jake Hunley.
This is the exact same spot they started on the last return.
First and 10.
Their first series possession, the series started. Their first series started at the 29. Their first possession. The second possession started at the 20, as it was a touchback. This one starting at the 30. It's first and 10, Humboldt. 2 receivers far side. Summers takes a snap. He's going to keep it and try and go into the middle. Hit at the line. He dives forward, picking up a couple yards. Getting to about the 32, almost the 33.
He's tackled by number 27, Wade Leonard. Bring up second down and 7 for the Cubs.
They actually spot him down at the 33, so gain of 3. Second down and 7, along 7. Summers takes a snap, trying to get to the far edge. Cutting it up the field, gets to the 37-yard line, maybe the 38, depending on the spot of the ball. Nice carry on that one.
Looks like he was trying to run that up all the way at the end of the field, and just he saw the defense collapsing over there and turned it up to try to get as many yards as he could. The Cubs got an injured player on the field.
Gain of 5 on the play.
I didn't catch the number, Caleb. Oh, he didn't. Of course, he didn't see it.
And there is a coach out there on the field in a short sleeve shirt. He is a man.
That is the head coach, I believe. The way he was talking to the team, I do believe that's the head coach. And I had to look twice because I'm like, wait a minute, he's just got a short sleeve shirt on. Yeah, and no hair on his head, so I can't not believe that he's not cold. Because I have 3 shirts on and a sweatshirt, and I am cold.
Yeah. Yes. My legs are starting to get cold
Yeah.
sitting here. But
my knees are the first thing to go, I think.
the rest of me, I just might take this blanket and wrap it over my legs. And I'm sitting on one to keep from sitting on the cold bleacher. But hopefully this young man is able to get up okay.
Looks like he's holding his leg maybe or his knee.
So I do want to apologize to you, John. Last week you had mentioned that Connor Dieters had been the one that blocked that punt, and I said, no, that was Holden Bass. Well, you were right.
Was it
Went
Dieters?
back and looking, it was Mongo, Connor Dieters, with that blocked punt last week. So,
and Dieters has just got a little bit of height on Bass that makes him a better option for a block like that. I think in that particular play, Bass made a hole and Mongo ran through it.
So that is number 54, Kyler Isbell, a sophomore for the Cubs, helped off the field. Looks like it's going to be an ankle or a knee injury.
Yeah, he's coming off with help. So
for the Cubs.
So it'll bring up 3rd down and 2 for the Cubs at the Cub 38-yard line. They send a man in motion, handoff, jet sweeper to the near side, hitting the backfield. He's going to try and scoop past, but the nice swarming defense stops him at a loss of 2 on the play, back to the 36.
Tackled by number 9.
So from the 50, they went for it, and I don't remember where they were at the last time they kicked. So we'll see if they go for it here with the short 4 or kick it away. It looks like they're lining up to kick it away.
With the wind at their back.
But with their quarterback as the kicker, there's a lot of options here for a pass or something else.
That one's a better snap, and he's going to run it. He's going to come up to the middle of the field. He's got the first down, and he's going to get to the outside and pushed out at about the Thunder 45-yard line.
Although all the games we've played this year, that's the most dangerous punt team that we're facing because their quarterback and one of their better runners is the punter. So that leaves that opportunity on every punt for him to tuck and run or to just to throw the ball up.
19 yards on fourth down to move the chains into Thunder and the ball into Thunder territory at the Thunder 45-yard line. Right close to the 45, 1st and 10. Two receivers far to the near. Summers sends a man into motion. Handoff number 14, trying to cut upfield. Still on his feet and pushes his way down to close to the first down marker. Looks like he will get a move the chains. Another gain on the pin on the play. The Cubs picking up some momentum here, back-to-back plays of over 10 yards. 19 on the last one, 20 on 10 on this one.
A very good run by
number 14
by Humboldt there.
It was number 14, Dakota Slocum, I believe that's who that was, wasn't it?
Yes, 14.
So now they'll put three receivers to the far, one to the near. Summers is going to keep it for himself, and he's going to get tackled in the backfield for a loss.
Quarterback keeper number 34, Trey Summers.
He'll go down near the 42.
Tackled by number 76.
Or excuse me, the 37. He'll look at the right side of the 40-yard line. 38-yard line.
Yeah, nice job by Leonard getting through there and making that tackle for a loss.
Nine minutes to go here in the second quarter.
Those tackles are a team effort because the defense has to keep the offensive line occupied and make a little hole for him to get through the line of scrimmage and make that tackle for a loss.
Second down and 13 for the Cubs. Two receivers. Now they got a whistle, and I believe we got a timeout called by Humboldt. With 8:47 to go here in the second quarter, Thunder leading 16-0, but the Cubs on a drive here now have the ball down to the Thunder 38-yard line. You're watching SCTV. We'll be back.
Buying a new vehicle doesn't have to be stressful. Just ask any of our customers.
Wow, that was easy.
Our inventory keeps growing because of our great deals and friendly service. We invite you to come to Nemaha Valley Motors in Seneca, where we have the latest new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks for the farmer and all of us. Did you say sports cars? Oh yeah, we have those too.
Come see us. It's like a car show every day.
Experience the difference at Nemaha Valley Motors in Seneca.
Welcome back. Looks like the Cubs' play clock was ticking down on. They had to call that timeout. If you want to know how chilly it is out here, if you look across, I can see the NC sidelines and decent size of bleachers, but everybody's sitting together. They couldn't smush them together anymore. Trying to keep warm with body heat.
Second down and 13. Handoff. Nope. He's going to throw it. Rolls out to the near side. Throwing downfield. Looking for a receiver. Almost picked off. And it was good coverage there. Man-to-man coverage. That was number, looking for Slocum. That was number.
We got third down and 13 for the Cubs.
He turns this way. We can see his number.
Number 6. Carter Hike with a stop.
Nice job by the defense. I cannot believe he threw that ball because two of the receivers are double covered. There was an extra defender with no one to cover, and then the other receiver was just single covered, but there's just nowhere to go with it. So I'm surprised he let go of that ball.
Third down, looking to throw again. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw down the middle of the field. Receiver caught by Slocum, Hull. Sam Hull with the reception, left open in the middle of the field, and that's a touchdown for the Cubs.
Yeah, there was some good coverage there, but he turned and just got himself a little space, and no one got back on him, so he was able to make that open field catch and just one step into the end zone. And now here are the Cubs copying us with the swinging gate. Let's see if we practice defending it as well as we practiced running it.
Roll it out here to the near side. Now runs out of room, throws it out of the back of the end zone, incomplete as of just throwing it away.
A little different version of the swinging gate, but nice coverage there by
Nemaha Central.
Yes, they did a good job.
8:32 here in the second quarter. The Cubs with their first score on the board, 16-6. We'll take a break. You're watching SCTV.
Just a few miles out of town, pavement ends. The world opens up, and you can see for miles. For generations, families have planted and harvested, struggled and prospered, all working together to build something better for the next in line. We know what it means to love a lifestyle, to be a part of a tradition, to be united. United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
So the Cubs getting a pass play in there with a 38-yard pass play completed from Summers, Trey Summers to Sam Hull, number 17. Two-point conversion, no good. But the Cubs showing they can pass the ball. He was open in the middle of the field, just blown coverage, I think, more than anything.
He was covered, but when he turned, and I think maybe they thought someone else was going to pick him up, and that didn't happen.
Yep.
And number 25, Carter Rottenhouse.
So kicking off is number 50,
Maddox
Maddox Johnson, senior, for the Cubs. Kick towards the sideline, fielded by number 25, and no return on the play.
Ball returned by number 25.
That was Carter Rottinghouse on the return.
By number 14,
He caught the ball on this side of the field, and there's nowhere to go, so he tried to turn it upfield and just didn't quite have the speed to get where he wanted to try to turn it back up again. So
I think he should have let that ball go out of bounds.
I thought
that's what
I couldn't tell if it was going to take
that.
that bounce or not, and then
So Thunder will start at their own, take that back, their 17-yard line.
Thunder's got a lot of field ahead of him here.
Two receivers both sides of the field. Handoff Cooper Hike. Trying to bounce to the outside. Sheds one tackler. And now he's going to get into a scrum, and they're going to blow the play dead. I'm surprised they blow the play dead already. Because if he's still moving, there's not forward progress stop. They should let that go. And he gets out to about the 23, maybe 24. They're going to put him down to the 24-yard line.
Yeah, and definitely Hike is one of those running backs who can he keeps his feet moving, and more often than not, he does break out of those group tackles.
Gain of 7 on the play, second down and 3. 7:50 and counting, second quarter. Handoff Cooper Hike. Sheds a tackler. He had it right on his hip. And he's going to pick up the first down to the 30-yard line.
On the carry. Initial contact by number 14, Dakota Slocum.
Going to say Slocum on the stop.
Bring up 1st and 10 from the 30.
Yeah, really, the Thunder tonight's just been all just real simple, just running the ball up the field and get a few yards here. Nothing real crazy or fancy, just kind of just hard-nosed football.
1st and 10, Nemaha Central at the 30-yard line. Thunder 30-yard line. Up house looking to pass. Brings it here to the near side. Will throw it away out of bounds.
Pass incomplete.
Good choice not to give up yards.
Bring up 2nd and 10 for the Thunder.
Yeah, it looks like there was some receivers that were kind of getting open, but when you're running like that, it's just hard to find anybody downfield. You see it on Sunday night football and Saturday night football all the time, but it's certainly not easy to make a pass while you're running across your body like that.
Yep. Second down and 10 for the Thunder. 7:05 on the clock. Second quarter. One receiver both sides of the field. Handoff Hike in the middle. Trying to step through a tackle. And now he's getting a push. He gets out to about the 34.
Just like we said, good job by the defense group tackling him, but where that play should have been a lot. No gain. He was able to bowl his way through and get 3 yards out of it.
Garen Goodner and number 77, River Kaufman.
3rd down and 6 for Nemaha Central.
They're definitely keying on Hike very strongly here.
Need to get to the 40-yard line. Hand off. Nope, faked it to Hike. Up house, throwing downfield. Caught at about the 41. That'll move the sticks.
Nice catch and a great throw. The only way he was going to make that catch is with a rocket pass like that. He was going down, and it was the only way he was going to get it in. So it was really a perfect throw right where it needed to be to him make that catch.
1st and 10 Thunder at their own 41-yard line. Handoff Hike. Spins out of a tackle and right into another man. Goes down at the 43. Gain of 2.
Like I said, they're really keying on Hike hard, but I looked at some stats in the state of Kansas for the whole state, and Hike has like the 4th highest touchdowns of any running back in the state.
Sorry, number 6.
So for good reason, they're looking for him to receive the ball.
Take the handoff. 2nd down and a long 8 for the Thunder. 2 receivers near side. They're swinging out to the side. Overthrown, looking for Hike. Incomplete. That was Cooper Hike. Carter Hike, the intended receiver.
Pass is incomplete. Bring up 3rd down.
Trying to swing it out here the near side.
Looks like that play was developed well. They had blockers ahead of him and room to run. Just couldn't. This ball was thrown a little high and he couldn't bring it down.
Come on, Cub fans, let's hear.
3rd down and a long 8 for Nemaha Central. Needing to pick up the 1st down to continue the drive. This is not 4-down territory. Up house looking to throw. Now he's going to tuck it and run. He's got the 1st down, and he goes past the Thunder 5 down to the 44-yard line into Cub territory. He got the 1st down and more.
Really good field awareness there. He turned, he noticed that all the receivers were covered well, and he saw that hole and just went for it and was able to get the 1st down plus a few.
So the Thunder move this chains, and it's 1st and 10 at the Cub 44-yard line. Handoff Carter Hike. No, not Carter Hike. I'll take that back.
Ball carrier was number 24.
It was Uphouse.
Braden Uphouse.
I'm not really sure what happened there. He was. It's almost like Johnson for the Cubs was crawling on his hands and knees to get down there and make that tackle before really he got the ball. He just barely got a hold of the ball, and he was down there on his ankles tackling him. So I really don't see how he got there, but he did.
That was some good timing on the snap.
Absolutely.
And that's a loss of 3 on the play. 2nd down and 13. Uphouse takes the snap, looking to throw. Now it flushed out. He's going to throw it away. Out of bounds. Incomplete.
Pass incomplete.
Good job. Same thing. He had 2 receivers that just happened to get open as he's running, but it's just a tough throw to make. And better be safe and throw it away than get an interception.
3rd down and 13 for the Thunder. Two receivers near side. They're going to roll it out here the near side. Caught by number 7, Gavin Kane. Slips a tackle. He's got the 1st down. Trying to still on his feet. Spun around and goes down at the 31-yard line. The Thunder move the chains again.
Gavin Kane.
Yeah, again, awareness on the field. He caught that ball and looked right at the 1st down marker. He knew where he had to get. I really couldn't see how he made that tackle. It kind of looked like they were holding hands, but I don't know if he had his glove hooked on and wasn't able to pull it loose.
1st and 10 Thunder at the Cub 31-yard line. Several 3rd down conversions in this play. Carter Hike hopping over a tackle, and there's going to be a flag coming in at the end of the play in the backfield.
Number 6.
Don't know if that would have been roughing the passer. I really couldn't.
Tackled by
it was
14 Dakota Slocum.
Holding.
There is a holding penalty on the play.
Holding on the Thunder. Flag sitting at the 34-yard line. That'll be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Thought that was from the spot of the foul. He's marking it off from the line of scrimmage. They'll go to 41. Now they're going to set it down at the 40. Yes, the 41-yard line. And we'll replay the down.
Will be first down and 20 for the Thunder.
First down and 20. They send Kane in motion. They're sweep it to the far side. Kane cuts it upfield and upended near the original line of scrimmage. They're going to spot him down at about the 31.
Just about got the 10 yards back. I would say he did get the 10 yards back.
Carter Hike on the carry. Tackled by number 34, Trey Summers. Bring up 2nd and 10 for the Thunder.
That was Gavin Kane on the carry. 2nd and 10 for Nemaha Central. They'll come this way. Handoff Carter Hike. Carter Hike's going to cut it back up to the middle of the field. Goes down at about the 23, 24-yard line.
Number 6 on the carry.
They'll set it down at the 23.
Carter Hike. He's tackled by number 77, River Kaufman.
That's a gain of 8.
The clock ticking down here with under 3 minutes.
For the Thunder.
Nemaha Central definitely wants to score here, but they don't want it too fast. They don't like to have the clock run down as much as they can.
3rd down and 2. Carter Hike. Fake the handoff. A pass up the middle. First down for the Thunder to the 19.
They sold that fake really good.
24, the ball carrier. Braden Uphouse.
You see so many times that those fakes are just kind of nonchalant, and it's just a terrible fake. But they sold that hard, and with everybody keying on Hike, it really worked.
1st and 10 for Nemaha Central inside the red zone at the 19. Uphouse. Man in motion. Fake the handoff, fumbled ball, and they're going to lose it. No, they got it back. Oh, my gosh.
Man.
Wow, Braden Uphouse able to pull it back in.
The way that bounced, I didn't think he landed on it.
Logan,
the defender right there.
Logan Page nearly getting on top of it for the Thunder.
From up here, it looked like the Cubs got it, but
loss of 2 on the play. Yeah. 2nd down and 12. Handoff, Carter Hike in the middle. Off and running inside the 10, down to about the 7. First and goal for the Thunder.
Carter Hike on the carry. He's tackled by number 34, Trey Summers.
Gain of 14 on the play.
For the Thunder.
First and goal from the 7. Uphouse going to keep it. Cuts into the middle of the field. Touchdown! Nemaha Central. Braden Uphouse going in from 7 yards out with 1:07 to go here till halftime.
Great job by Hike with that run there to get them close to the end zone. I think maybe it was the late 70s, early 80s in the NFL. They had tearaway jerseys. That was just the idea that so someone couldn't yank you down by your jersey. Good thing they don't have that anymore because Hike would go through 10 jerseys a game. Because that's about all they had a hold of him there to bring him down.
It was Uphouse on the carry, wasn't it?
Uphouse.
Yeah.
No, on the touchdown it was Uphouse.
Yeah, the touchdown was Uphouse.
The play before that when they...
Yes, you're right. Uphouse throws it to the corner. Caught. 2-point conversion good. And Nemaha Central leads 24-6 on the Cubs.
7 left in the second quarter.
You're watching SCTV. We'll be back with the kickoff.
I'll take a grande, no foam, triple cap, double pump vanilla latte with 3.5 ice cubes, slightly shaken, extra whip.
Yeah, that's going to be an upcharge.
Great! This one is on my KSHSAA cashback checking account. KSHSAA pays me cash back on everyday debit card purchases, plus refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. Go on, take back banking and treat yourself to monthly cash rewards.
Ask for free KSHSAA checking at Community National Bank.
So Nemaha Central scoring on a very long drive. That drive starting at their own 17-yard line. They had, 3 or 4 different third down conversions on that drive.
A couple penalties that set them back a little bit, but a couple tackles for a loss. But they were able to make all that up and eat up some clock time. And
a lot of clock time, 83 yards and 17 plays.
Now just
to score.
Just had a minute left in the half.
And number 15, Cole Mathis. Kicking for the Thunder, number 61, Connor Dieters.
Connor Dieters kicking off. That one's going to be taken at about the 10. Number 14 on the return, hit at the 21 and goes down there.
Dakota Slocum on the return.
Sam Nordis made the initial hit there, and he hit him hard. Didn't get wrapped up, quite make the tackle, but was able to slow him down and get some help coming. But I think Sam took a little bit of a punishment, but made that stop.
Nice hit. Going to put him down at the 22. Summers rolling out here to the near side, looking to pass. Throws into the middle. Caught by Hull. Hull coming down the sideline. Stays in bounds, but goes down at the 46, 47-yard line in Thunder territory. Nice gain on the play.
I said a couple times on the run as a quarterback trying to make a pass like that is very tough, but the Cubs did a great job as he's being chased by 3 defenders on the run, able to make a nice throw.
31 yards on the pass play. 51 seconds on the clock, and there's slipping out of the tackle of Holden Bass. He's hit again. That pass knocked down by number 9, Blake Stahlbaumer. Holden Bass nearly getting the sack.
I think when this game started, Mike thought that there was going to be mostly running on both sides of the field, but Humboldt is about 50% of both with their yards for gains tonight.
That is correct. I am surprised by that stat. Humboldt usually
stays on the ground.
Team, but they haven't really thrown a lot of passes, but they've had some nice completions for big yards. 38-yard completion, a 31-yard completion. Yeah, those are the 2 main completions they've had in the game. Looking to throw. Quick throw into the middle, screen pass, and read beautifully by the Thunder defense. Leonard there to make the initial hit, Mongo to clean it up, and there will be no gain on the play.
That was a really good job by Bass. He was the one that made an initial tackle on the rush of the quarterback. And football today, that's a tough rush to make.
3rd and long, or 3rd and 10 or 11. Thrown in the middle of the field, caught right near the yard marker.
Pass is complete.
And it looks like that will move the chains.
They're running out of time with just 13 seconds left on the clock.
And we do have a timeout called by the Cubs with 13 seconds on the clock, as you said. Ball sitting at the 36. We'll take a quick break. You're watching SCTV.
Just a few miles out of town, pavement ends. The world opens up, and you can see for miles. For generations, families have planted and harvested, struggled and prospered, all working together to build something better for the next in line. We know what it means to love a lifestyle, to be a part of a tradition, to be united. United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back. You're watching SCTV.
And like I said, that last passing play with Bass running through the line of scrimmage, it's such a quarterback's game. You don't want to hit the quarterback too late, and so Bass has got to play it safe, and he wants to rush that quarterback but doesn't want to hit him too hard. But if he lets up, the quarterback could run off on him, and so
it's a roughing the passer penalty or something. Yeah,
tough spot to be in right there.
Summers going to roll it here to the near side. This will maybe be the last play. They're going to throw for the end zone. He's got Hull open, caught. And it's a touchdown. The Cubs score with less than a minute with 5 seconds on the clock. Wow.
Yeah, a little bit of space on that. and the Thunder defense saw the ball went up in the air and just wasn't able to close that gap fast enough, and he was able to catch it just kind of in the edge of the end zone there for a touchdown. With just 5 seconds left in the half.
36-yard pass play. The Cubs have it 24-12. It looks like they're going to go for 2 here. Looking to hand it off. They're going to sprint it out to the near side, and he's not going to get it as he goes down at the 5-yard line. They hand it off to Mathis, who was swarmed over. And that two-point conversion is no good. 24-12, Nemaha Central leading by 12 here with 5 seconds to go till half. You're watching SCTV. We'll be right back.
I'm a regular guy, not some celebrity endorser. You see, instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson to hype the same old run-of-the-mill account, KSHSAA Checking gives that money directly back to you in the form of cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with KSHSAA.
Ask for free KSHSAA Checking at Community National Bank.
So the Thunder taking a long time driving down the field, covering 83 yards, and scores a touchdown with a minute left to go in the first half. The Cubs take the next possession from their own 22 and score in about 5 plays, 2 big pass plays, and 78 yards for a touchdown with 5 seconds on the clock.
5 seconds left. I could see you really don't think they're going to kick a short kick because it just won't be enough time for them to get any points. And they'll probably try to kick it deep, and we'll see what Nemaha does with it if they're going to.
There's a
short
drive
kick
down the field. Kane will pick it up at about the 7, into the middle of the field. Splits through a defender, still on his feet. He's going to keep going. He goes down at the 35, and that is the end of the first half. Nemaha Central leads 24-12. The Cubs able to score in less than a minute to answer the Thunder score at the end of the first half. So it's a 12-point game here at halftime.
Humboldt 12.
We will take a break and recognize our sponsors for SCTV. We'll be back with some halftime stats. Start of the second half.
Hi there, I'm Rachel Allen. I'm one of the family physicians in Sabetha, Kansas. Underage drinking isn't just an issue in terms of breaking the law. It comes with a number of both short and long-term consequences. Research has shown that alcohol use in teenage years can affect normal brain development, and it has also been shown to cause a 4 times increase in alcohol use disorder. In addition, teenage drinking has been shown to cause poor school performance and has been found to increase high-risk sexual activity, injuries among teens, and even death. It contributes to 3,500 deaths in people under the age of 21 each year in the United States. Long-term health consequences must also be considered when discussing the risk of teenage drinking. In addition to increasing the rate of alcohol use disorder, it has been associated with long-term diseases such as dementia, heart disease, and stroke. I know it's tempting to consider decreasing the drinking age to 18 from 21 in the hopes of making it legal will decrease these negative consequences. When the drinking age was raised to 21, there was a 16% decrease in car accidents related to alcohol, and teenage drinking decreased by 20%. It is also shown to decrease unintended consequences of underage drinking, including drug dependence, teenage deaths, and adverse birth outcomes related to teenage pregnancies.
My name is Rich Vernon. I've been the sheriff for Nemaha County since 2006. I've actually been employed by the Nemaha County Sheriff's Office back since 1990. That puts me in my 30th year of law enforcement here in Nemaha County. Now, I grew up in this county. I'm a lifelong resident. I've lived in this county. I grew up in the 80s. There was a lot of alcohol consumption back then. I know a lot of parents look at it like we did it when we were kids, so why can't our kids do it? If you, as a parent, or your children actually allow people to come into your homes or on your lands and drink or consume alcohol or even possess it, then you can be held liable for this law. This law carries penalties up to a $1,000 fine, and it is a Class A misdemeanor, which can actually include jail time. I can tell you, after doing this for 30 years and spending those years pulling young men and young women out of ditches lifeless, that has changed my attitude towards alcohol and towards its consumption of minors greatly. And I hope and pray that anything you can do to keep that from happening in the future, you will do, and try to keep our young children alive. Thank you.
In Nemaha County, I'm Jared Snyder, one of the family physicians at Seneca Family Practice. I don't know if you're aware, but there's a study by the state of Kansas that comes out about every year surveying our young kids in the community, ages 12 through 18. Would you be surprised to know 25% of our kids that responded between ages 12 and 18 responded saying that they had drank alcohol in the 30 days prior to the survey. And when you take into consideration and break that down, that's 4% of 6th graders, 12% of 8th graders, 34% of sophomores, and 48% of our high school seniors reporting alcohol use in the month leading up to the survey. And that's an upward trend, a year-over-year upward trend, and approaching double the state averages. Some will say kids will be kids, or if they're going to drink, they may as well do it at my house so I can have oversight. And frankly, those arguments are getting people hurt. It's leading to medical problems, addiction, and lifelong habits. We really do need to change the culture of alcohol in our community. 21 is 21 for a reason. I would just urge the community members to say, let's save some lives. The change starts at home.
All right, this is Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess.
Germantown, Mavericks,
Mary Road.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community, the fan base, and just the support and encouragement that you get from your family and your friends is great.
The hardest thing about cheer for me is tumbling, because I'm actually a dancer outside of school, and so the tumbling dynamics versus the dance dynamics was totally opposite.
I feel like choir has given me just such great memories. We are always just, singing with our harmonies and with other people, and it's just so cool. It's so fun.
One of my favorite memories from cross country this past year was when my team made it to state. At the race,
everyone picked up their games. And when the 5th guy crossed and he made it, everyone was just so excited and like outbursts, couldn't control their feelings.
By playing basketball, I learned that I can almost do anything I want. If I set my mind to it, I can achieve my goals if I have a plan.
A great reason to get yourself involved in sports and activities is to meet new people and create new relationships, experience new things, and do stuff that you've never done before.
My reason why is commitment.
My reason why is passion,
friendships,
pride. My reason why is to keep going.
As a cooperative, Ag Partners has deep ties to each community we call home. Our employees have worked, lived, and volunteered alongside generations of patrons in these rural areas, building relationships through years of trust. Looking ahead at the ever-changing world and ag industry, we look forward to working and growing together to help feed the world. Ag Partners, partnering for the future.
I'm a regular guy, not some celebrity endorser. You see, instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson to hype the same old run-of-the-mill account, KSHSAA Checking gives that money directly back to you in the form of cash rewards. In fact, he just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with KSHSAA.
Ask for free KSHSAA checking at Community National Bank.
I'll take a grande, no-foam, triple cap, double pump vanilla latte with 3.5 ice cubes, slightly shaken, extra whip.
Yeah, that's going to be an upcharge.
Great! This one is on my KSHSAA cashback checking account. KSHSAA pays me cash back on everyday debit card purchases, plus refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. Go on, take back banking and treat yourself to monthly cash rewards.
Ask for free KSHSAA checking at Community National Bank.
Buying a new vehicle doesn't have to be stressful. Just ask any of our customers.
Wow, that was easy.
Our inventory keeps growing because of our great deals and friendly service. We invite you to come to Nemaha Valley Motors in Seneca, where we have the latest new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks for the farmer and all of us. Did you say sports cars? Oh yeah, we have those too.
Come see us. It's like a car show every day.
Experience the difference at Nemaha Valley Motors in Seneca.
S&S Automotive and Towing in Seneca is your locally owned and operated full-service automotive shop. Experience a family-like atmosphere and state-of-the-art service department, including digital inspections and text-to-pay. We know your time is valuable, so we offer pickup and delivery services. We service all makes and models and provide fast and honest service at a fair price. S&S Automotive and Towing Incorporated has been servicing Nemaha County for over 20 years. Visit us online or call us today.
Sailor Insurance has been serving our customers in the Midwest for over 90 years. At Sailor Insurance, we value every family story as we help protect their dreams and their future. Our goal is to make sure that you have the right insurance coverage to protect your family, home, farm, and business so you can focus on what truly matters. Learn more about what we can do for you at SailorInsurance.com.
Hi there, I'm Rachel Allen. I'm one of the family physicians in Sabetha, Kansas. Underage drinking.
Welcome back. You're watching SCTV. We are about a little over 3 minutes away from the start of the second half. Thunder on the field warming up, waiting for Humboldt, to come out to the field. They have about 40 seconds to do so. They have to be on the field or they'll get a penalty. Thunder leading 24-12 here at the half. And in this game, the Humboldt Cubs have 60 yards rushing. They have 116 yards passing for a total of 176 yards in the game. And I'm surprised they got 116 yards passing. And usually it's not a passing team, and they usually run the ball a lot. And only with 60 yards, I think they had to go to an alternative here. But they have been finding some holes in the Thunder pass defense, and it's been Trey Summers connecting with Sam Hull on pass plays of 38 yards, 31 yards, and 36 yards, and 2 of those coming in as touchdowns for the Cubs. The Thunder have only had 3 possessions in this game. They have scored on all 3 possessions. Their last one covering looks like 83 yards, and it took a good chunk of the second quarter, and took about over 17 plays to accomplish that. Several third down conversions, but the Cubs was able to quickly answer that when they got the ball with just over a minute left in the second quarter. They were able to cover 78 yards over 5 plays and get that touchdown to answer the Thunder score right before half. So that's why we have a score 24-12 here in this game. The Thunder have 131 yards rushing and 45 yards passing for 176 total yards of offense. So a pretty even game here on the yardage. Both teams with 176 yards offense. John, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, that it really tells you that field position to make those that close like that.
Humboldt has had 4 possessions in the game. Their first 2, they was not able to do anything with. They tried to go for it on 4th down on their first possession and turned it over on downs with Thunder getting the stop there. In their second possession, they were going to go 3 and out. They were going to punt the ball, but they snapped the ball high over the punter's head, and it went into the end zone. There was a safety call there for Nemaha Central to get the 2 points there. And then, however, the next 2 possessions, the Cubs scored on. So it's been a good game here. It's been an interesting game watching the 2 teams play. It's been fun. Looking around the area and getting some scores here. Getting some scores here on ScoreStream. Axtell has defeated Osborne 52-6. So Axtell advancing to sub-state play here, and Smith Center is losing to Inman 21-6. That's in a 1A classification. Centralia 0, Opie 7 at the half. So and that game's taking place in Centralia, and that's a good game right there. A perennial playoff game to watch between Opie and Centralia. There's always been some good ones. Kingman is in Class 2A. That's one of the teams at Kingman and Beloit. They're playing at, I believe, at Beloit. Kingman leading 28-6 at the half. The Kingman will play the winner of the Hoisington Southeast Saline matchup, and Southeast Saline is 22, Hoisington 7 at the half. Nemaha Central 24-12 at half, and they will play the winner of the Sabetha Canny Valley game. Sabetha 26, Canny Valley 0 at halftime. Clay Center 17, Cheney 0, Andel 35, Rock Creek 0. That's in the fourth quarter. Wamego 21, Andover Central 7, third quarter. Scrolling on down through the list here. St. Mary's Bears is taking on the St. Mary's Colgan, and that's 36-12 in the fourth quarter. Holton 28, Girard 13 at half. Hayden 22, Columbus 12 in the second quarter. And Wetmore losing to Cunningham, a final 57-12 in 6-man. So Wetmore's season coming to an end this evening. Hanover 8, Canton Galva 62. Hanover season coming in as well. That's the final score there as well. Nemaha Central will receive the ball to start the second half. Kick into the wind, lands at the 30 and covered up by Carter Hike.
Kick is recovered.
And the Thunder will have it first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Good job by Hike. He could have picked that up and maybe made a yard or two, but that was probably the smartest play. Just land on it and get the second half of ball started.
So we saw Carter Hike running the ball a little more here at the end of the second half. I didn't see Cooper out there, but I do see him out there now, so we'll see if he gets back to work here at the start of the second half. Thunder 24, the Cubs 12. First and 10, Nemaha Central at their own 32-yard line. Snap, handoff to Cooper Hike, and he's going to get met at the line and driven back. He'll pick up 1 yard on the play.
Number 77, River Kaufman. 13, Jacob Harrington. And 17, Sam Holland. Stop.
Second down and 9.
By number 8, Cooper Hike.
Yeah, the Cubs' defensive line is very good, and when they get on that running back, they just got nowhere to go.
4 men on the line for the Cubs. Handoff Cooper Hike. Now cuts it back in the middle and bulldogs his way down past the 40 to the 41, 1 yard shy of the first down marker. Gain of 8 on the play.
Tackled by number 13, Jacob Harrington. And number 50, Maddox Johnson.
Third down and 1 for the Thunder. Under center, handoff Hike into the middle of the line, and he will pick up the first down as he gets to the 43, gain of 2. And moves the chains.
Number 8, Cooper Hike on the carry. He's stopped there by number
First and 10, Nemaha Central at their own 43. 2 receivers far side of the field. They'll send Kane into motion. Handoff Kane. Cuts it back upfield. Gets to the 45. Goes down at the 46. Nice pursuit by the Cubs. Limiting it to just 3 yards for the Thunder.
He's stopped by number 34, Trey Sommers, and number 14, Dakota Slocum. Bring up second down and 7.
Second and 7 for Nemaha Central. Three receivers far side of the field. Up house, takes the snap, handoff, faked it to Cooper Hike, up house, up the middle, past midfield, down to the 49.
Braden Uphouse with the carry. He's stopped by number 34, Trey Summers, and number 56, Garen Goodner.
Nice carry, just a couple yards short of the first down.
And 2 for the Cubs.
Five yards on the play. Third down and 2 for Nemaha Central. Single receivers both sides of the field. Up house. Handoff Hike. Hike's got the first down. Swims through a defender and gets past the 40 to the 39, and the play's blown dead.
Hike on the carry.
As he'll get to about the 38-yard line.
First contact was made by
Gain of 11 on the play.
Hike is that running back just put his shoulders down and run. But that play, he did a really good job of making a sidestep to find that open hole and able to get 5 yards before he met any defenders.
3 receivers near side. And now they're going to get a penalty called here.
Offsides on the Cubs.
Offsides on the Cubs, 5 yards. And it'll put the ball on the 33-yard line. First and 5 for the Thunder. Low snap, up house, throwing towards Kane, a little over the top of his head and incomplete.
Kane was open to make that catch. The ball was just thrown a little high, and he wasn't able to get a hold of it.
There is a lost set of keys somewhere here in the
And I think if he'd have pump faked that, he was going to have Aiden Brockstrom open in the end zone.
A lost set of keys.
I didn't see that, but and he had the time, it looked like, maybe to throw that ball.
Yeah, I think he might have rushed out a little bit.
Yep.
Didn't need to. 2nd down and 5 for the Thunder. 9:01 on the clock here in the third quarter. Single receivers both sides.
Play clock clicking down fast.
Handoff, Cooper Hike. And it's plugged up in the line, caused him to trip up. That was number 15, Mathis, getting in there to make the stop and cause some trouble for the Thunder.
Also, number 50 for the Cubs came in there hard. Maddox Johnson.
Cole Mathis beat 3rd down and 5 for the Thunder.
No gain on the play. 3rd down and 5. There's going to be another penalty. And that one looks like it's going to go against number 55 or 56 for the Cubs, and that'll give the Thunder a 1st down.
Looks like just a really hard count for the NC that's drawing them off there. Second time in this series.
So 1st and 10 for the Thunder. That pass, going to roll it out. Now he's going to cut it up into the middle of the field. Past the 20 down to about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Nice carry by Uphouse.
He took a big hit there at the end of that run, but a really good run. Just shy of the 1st down.
2nd and 1.
9 yards on the play, 2nd and 1 for the Thunder. Single receivers both sides of the field. A pass, looking to pass. Now he's going to step up, and he's going to bounce it to the outside. He's going to have the 1st down. He's going to go out of bounds about the 13-yard line, and that will move the sticks.
Shed one blocker there, able to get open and hustle to that 1st down and just get out of bounds, avoiding the hit.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 13 for the Thunder.
1st and 10, Nemaha Central. Single receivers both sides of the field. Eight seconds on the play clock. A pass. Pitches out. Cooper Hike cuts it back upfield inside the 5. Still pushing. Inside the 10 down to about the 8.
Number 8.
A little surprised to see Hike turn that one up. Looks like he had a lot of running room on the side of the field here, but nonetheless, he turned it up
He's brought down by number 50
with a good carry.
Johnson and number 77, River Kaufman.
Gain of 5 on the play, 2nd and 5 for the Thunder. Single receivers both sides of the field. Uphouse takes the snap, handoff Cooper Hike. Got a big hole in front of him, and he goes in for the touchdown. Nemaha Central scoring from 8 yards out, and the Thunder on the board again here with 6:52 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, right where we were sitting, you could just see that hole develop. Nice job by the offensive line. Just open up a hole that a car could drive through, and he was just able to kind of tiptoe his way in there. So let's see what they call up. They've been kind of doing that swinging gate a few times, and also just a standard offense for the extra point, for the 2-point conversion, excuse me.
So they'll line it up as normal, going for 2. 3 receivers here to the near side. 2-point conversion attempt here. A pass, waiting. Now he's going to cut it up into the middle. He's in. 2-point conversion, good for the Thunder, and they lead 32-12 on the Cubs. 6:52 here in the third quarter. 4 possessions for the Thunder, 4 touchdowns for the Thunder. You're watching SCTV. We'll be right back.
On any given Friday night, you can find us here, illuminated only by the clear night sky and stadium lights. The ball field, a place for fierce rivals and close friends. A place for celebration, a place for family. We know what it means to come together, to be a part of something bigger, to be united. United Bank and Trust, banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back. You're watching SCTV.
It's a little cold up here, and I think I'm a little underdressed. So at halftime, I was asking around to see how possible it would be to get a running clock for the second half, just so I don't have to sit out here in the cold for another half hour. But they weren't having it. No one was listening to me.
I don't think I would complain. I would agree if they could do that.
Yeah.
Because it's starting to get a little cold up here.
Yeah. Little cold sets in and then just starts taking over.
Yeah, you start to get a little shiver there, and there's a kickoff from Mongo, fielded at the 5-yard line. They're going to try the far side of the field for a hash mark, and he's hit and dropped at the 20-yard line.
Dakota Slocum on the return.
Number 56 for the Thunder. On the stop, that was
Cubs will have 1st and 10.
Abram Kime. That'll be 1st and 10 for the Cubs at their own 20.
Sam Nordhaus. And number 56, Abram Keem.
They'll actually give him forward progress to the 21-yard line. 1st and 10 Cubs. Now they're going to run it this way. Nice defense by the Thunder, pinning him in and bringing him down at about the 23. Trey Summers with the carry.
For a yard.
Just nowhere to go. That defense did a great job there.
By number 76, Abe Hibbert.
I was waiting for the announcer to say who thought made that tackle because it looked like there's about 6 guys on that tackle. I didn't know how he was going to pinpoint one guy out and say that's who made it.
8 for the Cubs.
He's got some good spotters up there. Snap. Summers rolls it out. Looking to throw. And incomplete. Boy, that was right into the chest of number 8, Cooper Hike. Incomplete.
I don't know where that ball was trying to go. Maybe he didn't have a hold of it well, trying to throw it, but it looked like it almost slipped out of his hand as he threw the ball.
So 3rd down and 8 for the Cubs. They've had success throwing the ball when they were getting pinned in.
Cubs.
Thunder looking to make it a 3 and out for the Cubs if they can hold them here. 3rd down and 8 for Humboldt. 3 receivers far side, 1 to the near. He's going to roll it out to the far side, looking to throw. And incomplete. He had a receiver. And that will bring up 4th down.
Just a little bit higher, he would have made that catch, and
incomplete.
Really didn't have anybody covering him, so he probably would have got a few yards out of it.
Blake Ellis threw the ball there. He was in at quarterback. Looks like they took out Trey Summers. See him here on the sideline. And they will punt this ball, and looks like we are in a timeout called by Humboldt with 6:01 on the clock here in the 3rd quarter. We'll take a break. You're watching SCTV.
Sailor Insurance has been serving our customers in the Midwest for over 90 years. At Sailor Insurance, we value every family story as we help protect their dreams and their future. Our goal is to make sure that you have the right insurance coverage to protect your family, home, farm, and business so you can focus on what truly matters. Learn more about what we can do for you at SailorInsurance.com.
Welcome back. You're watching SCTV. 6:01 to go here in the 3rd quarter, 32-12. Thunder leading by 20. Thunder have scored on all 4 possessions that they have had in this game. Cubs facing a 4th down and 8, looking to punt the ball. The punter lining up and standing on his own 10-yard line. Good snap. Getting it away. Fair catch called and caught by Carter Hike.
Almost got in there and got a hand on that ball, but also on that fair catch, there's supposed to be a little bit of a window there that lets him catch that ball. And from here, the defender was almost shoulder to shoulder with him. I'm surprised that there wasn't a penalty for that.
Dakota Slocum there, number 14. Fair caught at the 41. Thunder with the short field.
I wonder if the Thunder fans are frozen because they're all stuffed together. I don't see anything moving over there. We might have to go unstick them when this game is over.
No, I think they'll get up and head to the car pretty fast. There's Uphouse looking to throw down the sideline, looking for Kane. Incomplete. He had it in his hands. It was good defense by number 59 to that as number 57, Byron Westbrook.
Pass defended by number 89, Mateo.
Oh, 89, they say. Mateo Miller, Jr.
For the Thunder.
Thought I saw a 9 on the jersey.
It was covered well, but he had to step on his man. I thought he was going to bring that in. He just couldn't quite keep a hold of the ball.
Miller got his hand in there just in time to knock it away. Brings up second down. Leonard. Now he's going to try and bounce it to the outside. Got one blocker. Nice cut up to the 30. Down to about the 33. Maybe now they're going to spot him down at the 31. Nice carry by Wade Leonard.
Carried by number
and that is a first down. Excuse me, not the 31. Down to the 27-yard line. Thunder quickly on the line. They get him to jump. Cobalt called for the penalty for Humboldt. 5-yard penalty. They will put it down at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, those offside penalties aren't really helping Humboldt much here. Time ticking down here in the third quarter. They're going to need to make a crucial stop here.
2 seconds. They're going to call a timeout as the play clock was winding down. Had 2 seconds on it. 4:59 to go here in the third quarter. Thunder take a timeout. You're watching SCTV. We'll be right back.
As a cooperative, Ag Partners has deep ties to each community we call home. Our employees have worked, lived, and volunteered alongside generations of patrons in these rural areas, building relationships through years of trust. Looking ahead at the ever-changing world and ag industry, we look forward to working and growing together to help feed the world. Ag Partners, partnering for the future.
First down and 5 for Nemaha Central at the Cub 22-yard line.
There's a couple young girls walking around selling popcorn, and it looks hot and warm. I thought about buying a bag, but I really didn't want to crunch popcorn while you guys were listening to us, so I said, oh, go on. Maybe I'll catch you at the end of the game.
I could use one for the road on the way home. Less than 5 minutes to go here in the third. First and 5. Up house. Going to the outside. He's going to cut it upfield. Goes down at the 21-yard line. Only a gain of 1 on the play. Strung out by the Cubs. Nice job.
Right
at the end of the play, there was a hit that was right at the end of the whistle and maybe looked like it was after the whistle and shoved one of the Cub players off the field, but no flag called.
3 receivers near side. Now they're going to bring Cooper Hike over to the far. So they'll bounce it out. 2 receivers. Now Hike in motion. Hike, handoff, faked it to him. Up house, cuts it up into the middle. And now we'll move the chains as they put the ball down inside the 15 to about the 14-yard line.
with Hike such a strong runner and so successful with the ball in his hands, it makes that defense really key on him. And with that's why I make those fakes so successful. He's able to fake that, and they're all looking for him to have the ball and lets the other guys get some good yards.
1st and 10 at the 14. Single receivers both sides of the field. Hike in the backfield, lone back in the backfield. Actually, take that back. Leonard standing beside Uphouse. Hand off to Hike. Hike up the middle, inside the 10, down to the 6. Close to the 5.
Number 8, Carter Hike.
8 yards on the carry.
Cooper Hike on a carry.
Thunder quickly on the line.
Tackled by number 77, River Kaufman. Bring up 2nd and 2.
Hand off Hike again, and that time the the Cubs blowing through the line.
I think maybe the Bulldogs were a better statement at that point because they bulldogged their way through through the line there.
He stopped for a loss by a trio of Cubs.
Going to say a loss of a yard on the play.
Be 3rd down and a long 3.
3rd and 3 for the Thunder. They got to get to the 4-yard line to move the chains. And now we've got a flag thrown on the play, and it's a illegal procedure penalty on the Thunder. And that'll be costly.
Be 3rd down and 8 for the Thunder.
Yeah, now a long 3rd down here.
They'll set the ball down at the 12-yard line.
This is definitely 4-down territory for the Thunder.
Thunder have scored on every possession they've had the ball in this game. Down inside the 15 here. 3rd down and 12. Pitch faked back. Now they're going to throw. Nope. Now he throws it out to the sideline. Incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
And that'll bring up 4th down.
Bring up 4th down.
And with this field position, you're just certain they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Oh, yeah.
You haven't seen any super creative plays out of them tonight, just really hard-nosed football. Maybe they'll draw something up here that we haven't seen yet tonight.
A pass over to the coach on the sideline. He's going to bring the play in. 13 seconds on the play clock and counting.
And some of your support. 4th down here. Let's go.
4th down and 8 for Nemaha Central. 4 seconds. Pass. Take the snap. Looking to throw to the far sideline. Looking for Brockstrom. Caught it. Pitch back to to Gavin Kane. And it's in. Dropped on the ground. A fumble. And the Cubs recover at the 2-yard line.
I'm certain that was drawn up that way to do that pitch back. And they almost pulled it off. But I think if he just turned up and went upfield, he might have got into the end zone or at least a 1st down.
Yeah, he had the 1st down. I think he maybe it was a little short.
Yes, it was but I think he had enough room that he could have turned it up and made it in. But
so the Cubs will have it on their own 2-yard line.
Dangerous spot for the Cubs. Nemaha Central's had a lot of tackles for a loss, so it was a very bad spot for them as far as maybe getting another safety for the Thunder.
First turnover in the game committed by Nemaha Central. No turnovers by the Cubs. Handoff is in the middle as they push the ball to about the 4, maybe close to the 5.
Just trying to get a few yards of some breathing room there so they don't feel so crammed in their own end zone. And they were able to get a couple just to
be 2nd down and 7.
Close to the 5, be a 2nd and a long 7 for the Cubs. 3 receivers far side, 1 to the near. Trey Summers at quarterback. Now he's going to tuck it and run into the middle. Met at the 5-yard line.
Ball carriers number 34, Trey Summers.
No gain on the play.
Now the Cubs are really in a tough spot here on 3rd down. They have 3rd and long.
A handful of white jerseys will bring up 3rd
and
down.
They're stuck in their own against their own end zone. So they got to get some yards for their 1st down, but they got to be careful about hanging around in that end zone for too long.
3rd down and 7 from the Cub 5-yard line.
I could see the Cubs going to the air, even they haven't done a ton of that tonight.
Summers looking to pass down the middle of the field, looking for Hull. Is it caught? Incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down. Boy, he was looking for him. He was well covered. Yeah, the defender in underneath of him.
Yeah, good job by the defender because that's an easy spot to put a hand up in someone's face and get a pass interference call, but he kept his hands down and really defended with his head. But it did the trick. So now the Cubs are deep in their end zone punting.
Back deep for the
not a spot that anybody wants to be in, yeah.
Summers back to punt. Minute 16. He will punt this one away. And it's going to go to the 25-yard line, a net 20-yard punt.
Punt is touched down by number 14, Dakota Slocum.
So the Thunder
puts him back in great field position.
Will start at the 25-yard line.
Will start at the Humboldt 25-yard line.
Just a minute 9 left in the third quarter.
First and 10 for the Thunder. 3 receivers here to the near. Hike in the backfield. Handoff Hike. Nope, faked it. Thrown into the middle. Caught by, I believe that was Brocksterman. Nope, that was Leonard. Wade Leonard with the reception. And a gain of 4 yards.
To number 27, Wade Leonard.
Nice catch by Leonard, but the defense just swarmed on him. As soon as he caught the ball and turned, he had 3 defenders right on top of him. So good job by the defense.
Second down and 6.
Down and 6.
Kane in motion. Handoff Kane. Kane's going to cut it back into the middle of the field. Spins through, gets close to the 15-yard line. And that may move the chains for Nemaha Central.
It sure looks like they're going to spot him for a first down, but
ball was carried by number 7, Gavin.
They're
Kane.
making it there.
Brings up third.
Short of the 15-yard line.
Third and about 14 inches.
4 inches.
All the same, really, at this point.
Yeah. 4 seconds. Better get a playoff if they want to use it. Nope. And that's the end of the third quarter. Nemaha Central leading 32-12 here on the Cubs with 12 minutes to go in this game. Thunder with the ball. Third down and very short near the 15-yard line. We'll be back. You're watching SCTV.
Buying a new vehicle doesn't have to be stressful. Just ask any of our customers.
Wow, that was easy.
Our inventory keeps growing because of our great deals and friendly service. We invite you to come to Nemaha Valley Motors in Seneca, where we have the latest new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks for the farmer and all of us. Did you say sports cars? Oh yeah, we have those too.
Come see us. It's like a car show every day.
Experience the difference at Nemaha Valley Motors in Seneca.
Welcome back. Just about to start the fourth quarter of tonight's game. Thunder leading 32-12. Kind of going over some of the scores in the area. We're really most curious about the Sabetha game. The winner of that game will face us at home next week, and if things continue like they are tonight, looks like the Thunder's going to have a win. Last updated score we saw, Sabetha was up 26-0 at halftime.
Humboldt High School cheerleaders, Chloe Daniels, Cassidy Fred.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull it up on score stream.
Like I said, if they continue to go their way and the way this game is going right now, it looks like we're going to have two rivals and meet
county and district.
Yeah,
county district rivals meeting in Sub-State.
And last time they played, it was an electric style of game with the way the fans were out there. And
so third down and less than a foot for Nemaha Central. Just short of the 15-yard line. Cooper Hike will pick up the first down as he moves it down to the 13.
number 8, Cooper Hike.
1st and 10, Nemaha Central.
Number 34, Trey Summers, and 13, Jacob Harrington on the stop. Run was good for a first down.
2 receivers near, 1 to the far. They'll send Leonard in motion. Pitch to Leonard. Leonard looking to get to the edge. It does. Cuts it back upfield. Gets down to about the 7.
Wade Leonard.
Good run by Leonard. Looks like he tried to cut that up a couple different times and just didn't feel like there was a spot there, but finally turned it up and got a couple extra yards out of that run. But a nice carry.
By number 3, Blake Ellis.
Puts him inside the 10-yard line.
Be second
Down to the 7, it looks like. Handoff, Cooper Hike into the middle of the field, down to about the 2.
I thought he was going to fall into that end zone, but just short of it by a yard or 2.
Tackled by number 15, Cole Mathis.
I would say
number 77, River Kaufman.
a yard and a half.
First and goal for the Thunder at the Humboldt 2-yard line. Inside the Humboldt 2-yard line. Kane to the far side. Broxman here to the near. Hike in the backfield with Leonard. Beside Uphouse. Uphouse cuts it up in and is short of the end zone by a yard. Good defense from the Cubs.
Yeah, good defense. I thought he was going to spin out of that and just fall inside the end zone, but instead maybe a gain of just a little bit of a gain. Half a yard or so.
Be second and goal from the 1.
Got a notice here. It's about the 47, Canny Valley 0 in the 4th quarter. Pitch back to Kane. Kane trying to get to the outside. Now we'll cut it back up in the middle. He got in! Wow! Kane was pinned in back at the 5. Was able to slip through the defense and in.
It really looked like from here he didn't have anywhere to go. He was able to step back and take a second look at it. And
are they saying he's short? What'd they do?
What? The sideline judge on this side definitely signaled for a touchdown.
Okay. It's like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing the score put up on the board yet, so it throws me a little. But the Thunder are scoring. Gavin Kane, number 7, gets the 1-yard run.
First time we've seen the kicking team out in a couple games, but they got the kicking team out, and they're going to go for an extra point here. Wind to their back. And
Jaden Thomas.
Against the wind.
Into the wind, yep. Low snap. Hold is up. That one hits the upright and bounces away. Here, it's the upright here on the left side. In, it's no good. Extra point attempt, no good. The Thunder put 6 more on the board. It's 38-12 with 9:49 to go here in the game. You're watching SCTV. We'll be back.
On any given Friday night, you can find us here, illuminated only by the clear night sky and stadium lights. The ball field, a place for fierce rivals and close friends. A place for celebration, a place for family. We know what it means to come together, to be a part of something bigger, to be united. United Bank and Trust, banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back. A few minutes ago, I started to feel warmer, and I think that's how hypothermia starts. So then I was getting a little concerned, but now I can feel my toes again. They're freezing, so I feel like I'm in a good spot.
Oh, John. 9:49 to go here in the 4th quarter. Under 10 minutes to go, John. We'll be in a warm vehicle. But I'll maybe a little more longer than 10 minutes, but you know.
It'll take 15 for that van to warm up.
Remote start. There's a kickoff from Connor Dieters. Going to be fielded at the 17-yard line. And a nice return.
A couple missed tackles, and he'll get a good return on that.
Turn to about the 32.
Tackled by number 56.
Well, they give him a really good spot to the 34.
Wow, that was a really good spot.
I thought he only got to about the 32, 33.
That's what I thought as well. 9:44 left in the game. The Cubs have got a lot of field ahead of them, and they can feel their season kind of slipping away here.
Winner advances to the sub-state title game. They'll be playing, looks like it'll be Sabetha, as they are leading their game 47-0 on Canny Valley. They swing it out to Hull, and Hull is wrapped up by number 27, Wade Leonard, gain of a yard on that pass play.
Sam Hull. He's tackled by number 27, Wade Leonard. Gain of about 2 on the play.
Second down and a short 9 or a long 8.
The game is slipping away from the Cubs a little bit, but you don't see the Thunder putting any of their second string guys in yet. They're just too dangerous on offense.
Summers looking to pass into the middle, caught by Hull.
Oh, nice
and complete
tackle.
down to the 49.
Sam Hull.
14 yards and a first down.
Plays good for a first down.
130 yards passing in the game for Humboldt, and I bet about 100, almost all of them go to number 17, Sam Hull, for the Cubs. Single receivers, both sides of the field. They send Hull in motion. And now looking to pass. Swinging out into the flat, caught, no, incomplete. It was headed out there for number 15, a little behind him.
He had a hold of that. He had a hold of that ball, but just turned upfield too fast and wasn't able to keep his fingers on it.
Bring up second down and 10 for the Cubs at their own 49-yard line. Clock stopped at 8:29. Three receivers far side. Summers looking to pass. Throws across the middle, incomplete.
Oh.
Intended for number 14. Slocum was the intended receiver. Hit his hands and dropped it to the ground. Bounced back up into them. Third down and 10.
You can hear some of the fans here hollering. It looked like maybe a late hit there at the end of that play, but the Nemaha Central defender was not in a good spot to tell if he had the ball or not, and that's what that.
That's what that little push was for.
Yeah, he was still trying to do his job. Not really tell from his position if he had caught that ball.
Third and 10 for the Cubs. Delay a game against the Cubs. It'll move it back 5 yards. Back to the 44-yard line. Third and long. Pump fake. Looking for Hull. He's going to throw it out there to Hull and overthrows him by about 5 yards. That's the man I would cover every time.
It looks like they had 4 defenders on him, but Hull was pulling away from him and just got overthrown on that pass.
4 down territory? I would say so if they want to have a chance.
I think so. If they want to have any opportunity, they're going to have to keep that ball moving. Fourth down and 4th and 15. I think they're discussing it a little bit. It's definitely going to put the Thunder in a good field position if they don't get this first down here, but I don't think they have a lot of other choices.
Cubs with 4 receivers, 1 back. Quick pass, 10 and 14, hook and ladder play, thrown to pitch to Mathis, and he goes out of bounds right at midfield, and they turn it over on downs.
But not long enough for a first down.
Looks like they took that play right out of the Nemaha Central playbook, but they were able to connect on that lateral. But the defense did a good job and weren't able to get to the first down. So now on the 50-yard line, Thunder's going to take over with 8:13 left in the fourth quarter.
Humboldt side of the 50.
I appreciate all the text messages that were thinking about my frozen toes. I got 3 or 4 of those that were worried that I was going to lose my toes, but I think I'm in a good position right now.
Yeah. There's a snap handoff hike in the middle of the field. He wraps it up with both hands and scrum down the line and finally goes down. And he'll give him forward progress to the Cub 45-yard line.
Number 8, Cooper Hack.
Gain of 5 on the play. Clock is running. 7:50 and counting. That's what John and I like to see, that clock running. Caleb would agree, and I think Bill would too.
Bill's been able to sneak into the press box in between breaks and get warm. I went to the press box and said, don't let him in here anymore. He has to suffer with us.
Second down and a long 5. Handoff. Carter Hike trying to get to the outside and is tripped up. And he'll go down at about the 43.
The Thunder fans over there, I'm starting to wonder if those are cardboard cutouts because they're not moving much. But I think they're just trying to huddle up. I see a few walking around. I guess they're actual still over there.
I would have brought cardboard along just to block the wind up here.
Yeah.
Under 7 minutes to go in the game. 38-12. Third down and a long 3. Handoff. Carter Hike gets the first down, breaks into the defensive backfield, and he's still on his feet, goes down to the 21.
Ball carriers number 6, Carter Hike.
Carter took that right out of his brother's playbook. Looked like they had him kind of pinched in and done, and he was able to keep his feet driving and squeeze through there and get 10 more yards on that carry.
First down.
Gain of 22 yards on the play, down to the Cub 21-yard line. First and 10 for the Thunder. Clock continuing to run. Coming up on 6 minutes left in the game. Handoff Carter Hike. Ran into his own player, but bounces it out into the 5. Filing his way to the end zone and goes out of bounds at about the 3. The official coming down the sideline had to jump over the players. He's coming down there so fast trying to make the call.
I thought he was going to make a cut there at the end and get into the end zone, but just couldn't get it done. We're glad the official didn't trip on everybody trying to keep up with that play.
Ball is set down at the 2-yard line. Gain of 19 on the play.
No argument on that one. It is right on the 2-yard line.
They stopped the clock because he went out of bounds. I don't like that.
He did that on purpose. He saw us up here freezing.
5:56 to go. First and goal from the 2. Handoff Carter Hike. Slips a tackle, then hit by another player trying to battle his way forward. He gets to the 1. Second and goal from the 1.
Nice gold light defense there, stopping him.
Carter Hike on the carry. Stopped shy of the touchdown by number 7, Logan Page.
Thunder offense is really hard to keep out inside the 1-yard line. They just got too many weapons.
Second down and goal.
Second and goal from the 1. Under center. Up house. Takes a snap. Handoff into the middle. Touchdown, Thunder. And I believe that was Carter Hike punching it in.
Yeah, good for them. Carter got him all the way down there. Let's let Carter finish that series off with a touchdown.
And it is now 44-12, Nemaha Central.
Back on the kicking game here. Let's see. So close that last kick.
5:09 on the clock.
If those goalposts are a little thinner, he would have made that last one in.
A little wider. Spread the goalposts apart, or make the upright thinner.
Yeah.
That kick is no good. It was short and to the right. And the Thunder still lead here, or lead is now 44-12 with 5:09 left to play in this game. You're watching SCTV. We'll be back.
Buying a new vehicle doesn't have to be stressful. Just ask any of our customers.
Wow, that was easy.
Our inventory keeps growing because of our great deals and friendly service. We invite you to come to Nemaha Valley Motors in Seneca, where we have the latest new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks for the farmer and all of us. Did you say sports cars? Oh yeah, we have those too.
Come see us. It's like a car show every day.
Experience the difference at Nemaha Valley Motors in Seneca.
They're probably on the sidelines now. He looked right at me and said, "Welcome back." At the halftime, I was talking to some of the fans over here for the Cubs, and Jim looked right at me and said, "Why didn't you put more clothes on than this?" And I said, "Thanks for telling me now after the halftime, and I'm already frozen like a popsicle." "Didn't you know it was going to be cold?" I said, "Yes, I knew. Thanks for pointing it out."
John doesn't look like he's dressed that warm, but he's got layers on.
I got some layers, but I could have a couple more. I left the house this morning. My wife said it looked silly because I had too many layers on, so I shut it down a little bit.
Connor Dieters with the kickoff. Nice kick into the wind. Fielded at the 12. Return up the middle by number 14.
Good return.
Slocum getting the ball to about the 33-yard line, it looks like.
Tackled by number 4.
So the Thunder have scored on every possession except one, which they had fumbled it at the 2-yard line on a hook and ladder play. Almost getting a score there. 3 receivers near side, 1 to the far. Summers out to throw. Sheds a tackler. Now throws down the sideline. Incomplete. Looking for Hull. Coverage was by number 41 for the Thunder.
You also had
Leo Holthouse.
Number 14. Slocum was also, looks like he was open with no one defending him, but
to number 17, Sam
just
Bull.
not able to get the ball over there on the run like that. It would be nice if the Cubs could keep it on the ground so the clock would keep running.
4:55. Clock's running now, and Summers running out of the backfield. He's got a nice run down to the 41-yard line.
Ball carrier is number 34, Trey Summers.
Gain of 8 on the play, almost picking up a first down. Looked like he was going to pass initially.
I thought so too.
Aiden Feldkamp.
Just come up a little short, 3rd and 2.
63, Seth Meyer.
At this point, it looks fairly obvious there's not enough time on the clock for them to make up this deficit. But they're sure going to do the best they can.
Play to the end and play hard always and give an effort. There's Summers with the carry. Trying to bounce it to the outside. He's got the first down. Now past the 50, down to the 45 and out of bounds. He'll be marked down at the 46, I believe.
Knocked out of bounds by number 25.
Tackle on the sidelines.
Excuse me, the 43.
Summers was, he really took a big hit there as he got tackled out of bounds. His head hit the ground pretty hard.
16 yards on the carry. They have the ball in Thunder territory at the Thunder 43-yard line. Looking to pass. Hit as he threw it. Complete to number 15. He's got the first down.
Pass complete to number 15.
That was pass made by number 3, Blake Ellis.
Tackled by number 33.
Like I said, Summers came out of that last play, got hit pretty hard, and he's kind of sitting here on the sidelines, just kind of gathering himself, it looks like.
Ellis at quarterback, looking to pass, rolls out here to the near side, dumps it off, caught by number 14, still on his feet, gets down inside the 20, down to the 16-yard line.
He's tripped up by number 21.
Nice, good passes there, last couple passes, and able to move the ball down the field.
Good for another Cub first down.
15 yards on the play. Got a first down. They have the ball down to the Thunder 16-yard line. 3:15 and counting. I like that clock to run.
Stats are really getting lopsided for Humboldt on their passing yards.
On the yards rushing, 163 passing. Looking for another one here. Complete to Hull. Hull slips a tackle, and he's going to get in for the touchdown.
That was a great catch by Hull. Kind of behind him, and he was able to, and it wasn't close enough where he could just get a hold of it. He had to jump out after it, able to make that catch and get the extra yards for the first down, for the touchdown.
2:56 on the clock. The Cubs score their third touchdown of the game on a pass play to, you guessed it, Sam Hull. This one a short one for 16 yards. Going for two here. I'll hand it off to number 14. He'll cut it into the middle. Good. The two-point conversion is good for the Cubs. And it's 44-20. Thunder leading by 24 with 2:56 left to play in this game. You're watching NCTV. We'll be back in just a moment.
As a cooperative, Ag Partners has deep ties to each community we call home. Our employees have worked, lived, and volunteered alongside generations of patrons in these rural areas, building relationships through years of trust. Looking ahead at the ever-changing world and ag industry, we look forward to working and growing together to help feed the world. Ag Partners, partnering for the future.
Welcome back. Just under 3 minutes left in the game.
Cubs getting their first score in the second half just a moment ago on a 16-yard pass play from Ellis to Hull.
So now you wonder what's going to happen. I mean, I think there is a good opportunity. They're going to, and NC set up that way for a short kick, trying to get the ball back. So NC has their guys up close. They don't. We'll see what if they go deep or he tries to.
For Nemaha, the Hike brothers.
That's the easy way to do that. Yeah.
Onside kick, and it's not going to cover.
Not get the 10 yards.
The 10 yards. The Thunder will get the ball at the 45-yard line. A flag thrown on the play as well because it has to go 10 yards, I believe.
That's correct. So it's a good job by the Cubs. I don't know what other opportunity they had. They needed that ball back to even be able to make that and compete at all in this game with just 3 minutes left on the clock, but unsuccessful, which then gives the Nemaha Thunder the ball back and pretty good field position.
And I suspect we'll just see handoff after handoff.
I would as well, just trying to bring that clock down. And
second team offense on the field, as should be. Man in motion, handoff to number 33. Nice cut upfield. A gain of 8 on the play. Cooper Kramer with the carry. Moves the ball to the 37-yard line.
Run was good for 8 yards, brings up 2nd and 2.
Good run by Kramer. I thought maybe he was going to, on that tackle, get kind of thrown into the first down, but just not quite.
2nd down and 2. Handoff here to the near side. Trying to get the corner. Oh, that's like a clothesline tackle right in front of the official. No call, though.
Number 25.
Number 25, Carter Ruddinghouse, I believe, with the carry.
Yeah, really just kind of brought down by his neck on that tackle.
Number 77, River Kaufman. Looks like we got an injury timeout.
A Cub player here on the near sideline. right down in front of us.
I see him now. I don't see an injured player, but now I do. He's just right on the sideline. Oh, he's back up now.
That's good. Loss of 2 on the play brings up 3rd down and 4. So they'll get the teams back together on the field and get this clock a-running. Folks, yes, we are cold up here, and we do want to get out of this. Thunder are going to win this game. It's 44-20 with less than 2 minutes to play. Thunder are going to advance to the sub-state title game, and it looks like it's going to be Sabetha.
It looks like it's going to be Sabetha.
Yeah, it will be a home game for Nemaha Central. Rottinghouse in motion. Fake the handoff to the first man. Gives it to the second, and a first down for the Thunder as it gives it to number 10 for the Thunder. That was Reed McKee. Moves the ball to the
Tackled by number 13.
33-yard line.
Jacob Harrington.
The Thunder's got a lot of good running backs, and even these young ones are, you see a lot of talent on the field even coming up in the next couple years as well.
Quick. Some quick running backs.
Absolutely.
2 receivers near, 2 to the far. Key in motion. And there's a flag on the play as well. That was number 11, Jonah Dieters, the quarterback, carrying the ball. And there's a holding penalty against the Thunder.
Jonah Dieters on the carry.
Right near the line of scrimmage.
Penalty will be declined.
Cubs decline the penalty.
Yeah, it's probably a smart move. They didn't get a ton of yards on that play anyway, so.
No gain on the play. So loss of a down.
Moving them back, they wanted to get that loss of a down.
Minute 14 left to play in this game. Man, I don't know how that coach stayed out here on the sideline the whole game in a short sleeve shirt. He must have forgot his coat.
Oh, my goodness.
He had to have forgot his coat, sweater, or something. Must have left it in the locker room. I don't know.
He'd been fired up all night, but there's no way I can believe it's not getting to him a little bit now. It's just. Yeah, he just has a pair of khakis on and a polo.
8 seconds. Thunder quickly to the line. 8 seconds on the play clock.
3.
Snap. Peters looks to pitch it off. Does. Nice timing on it. And a nice carry.
All moving.
To about the 23, maybe the 24-yard line.
Looks like he's going to be just a couple yards short of the first down. See where they spot it.
24.
Number 14, Dakota Slocum on the tackle.
Long 3 yards.
Bring up 3rd down and 3.
Ball sitting on the 27, excuse me. I said the 24. It's on the 26, 26-yard line.
Yeah.
Now we have movement on the line.
Nope. Just took a knee.
Nope, took a knee.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Just trying to
Going to run that clock out, and that'll be the end of the ball game. Congratulations to Nemaha Central Thunder as they continue their undefeated season. They are now 11-0, and the Cubs are now finished their season at 8-3. Thunder winning 44-20. Thunder will have a sub-state home game, and they will be. We'll just say it right now, I believe they're going to be playing the Sabetha Blue Jays, district rival and league rival, and it'll be a heck of a game. The Thunder defeated Sabetha earlier in the season. What was it, 24-7, I think?
Yeah, it was a close game, and Thunder kind of pulled ahead in the second half the last time we played Sabetha, but we know the Sabetha is a very good ball team, and they're going to be prepared for next Friday for sure.
And it looks like in the other sub-state, it'll be southeast of Saline, undefeated, taking on Kingman, who is also undefeated. So that'll be a good matchup in that contest between Saline and Kingman. And let's see, offensive stats for the end of the game. In offense, Humboldt finishes with 269 yards, 90 yards rushing, 179 yards passing, and the Thunder had 366 yards total offense, 307 on the ground, 59 yards passing. Thunder pounding the ball down the field and getting the win here this evening. That's a nice, and now you can see the Thunder players come all the way across the field, shake hands with number 77, who's sitting there on the bench.
That's very good sportsmanship there,
Yeah, that is. 77 had to come out of the game earlier, it looks like. So Nemaha Central advancing on to the sub-state championship game, one more game away from playing for a 2A state title. I'm Mike Stallman, we're calling the game for you. John Howard with the covering for me as well.
Glad to be here again.
Glad to have you. Caleb Ridnour with the production work. Billy O on the camera. Getting out of here. It's cold. Thanks for watching. We'll see you at that next ball game.
The first plaque to give out is your sectional runner-up, the Humboldt Cubs.